Ready for part two? You're listening to Health Bite Podcast, your 10-minute daily dose of science-backed wellness. Today, we're completing our sleep transformation with 7 final habits designed to shut off a racing mind, trigger natural melatonin, and give you the best sleep of your life. Quick note, if you missed part 1, you can catch up right after this. The link is in the description. If you work from home or live in a studio apartment, raise your hand if you've ever answered Slack messages, answered work emails, watched Netflix, or argued in comment sections while sitting in your bed. Most of us have. Here is the problem. Your brain is a world-class pattern recognition machine driven by basic Pavlovian conditioning. When you constantly perform high alert, high dopamine, or stressful activities in bed, your brain builds a subconscious neural association. Bed equals workspace, stress, entertainment, and vigilance. Then, at 11:30 p.m., you put away the laptop, lie down, and wonder why your brain is suddenly racing. Your brain isn't broken. It is simply reacting to the environmental conditioning you taught it. To break this conditioning, you must apply stimulus control therapy, one of the most effective non-pharmacological sleep protocols in behavioral medicine. Rule A: the bed is sacred. Your bed is strictly reserved for 2 things only: sleep and intimacy. No work, no meals, no endless scrolling, no stressful financial planning in bed. Rule B: the 20-minute reset. If you're lying in bed trying to sleep and you find yourself wide awake after roughly 20 minutes, get out of bed. Do not stay in bed tossing, turning, and stressing about the clock. Leaving the bed prevents your brain from linking the bed with frustration and wakefulness. Move to a dimly lit room or armchair. Read a physical paper book or listen to calm audio under warm light. Stay there until, and only until, your eyelids feel heavy and sleep pressure returns. Then return to bed. This reestablishes a clean biological association. Bed equals instant, effortless sleep. Habit number 5 brings in targeted physiological downregulation. Use acoustic anchors. And progressive muscle relaxation, PMR. When you spend all day managing deadlines, group chats, and social media, your central nervous system gets stuck in sympathetic dominance. Your muscle tone is tight, your heart rate variability is low, and your respiratory rate is fast and shallow. You cannot simply tell your brain, stop thinking. Your brain does not respond to verbal commands. It responds to physiological signals. You have to use somatic body cues to force your nervous system into parasympathetic recovery. In the Al-Bakri et al. Umbrella Review, relaxation techniques, specifically music-assisted relaxation and somatic breathing routines, demonstrated strong, consistent evidence for improving overall sleep quality scores. Here are 2 specific protocols you can implement tonight. 1. Music-assisted relaxation, acoustic anchoring, listening to soothing, low-tempo music around 60 beats per minute without sudden vocal changes or heavy drums for 30 minutes before sleep. A meta-analysis by Denit et al. Showed that 60 BPM acoustic music synchronizes heart rate and brainwave frequencies, transitioning your central nervous system from active beta waves down into restful alpha and theta brainwave states. 2. Progressive muscle relaxation, PMR. Lie flat on your back in bed. Starting at your toes, intentionally tense those muscles for 5 seconds, and then completely release them for 10 seconds, feeling the sensation of warmth and gravity. Work your way up: calves, thighs, abdomen, chest, shoulders, jaw, and forehead. By physically contracting and releasing muscle groups, you dump accumulated physical somatic stress, dropping your resting heart rate by several beats per minute. Have you ever noticed that the exact moment your head hits the pillow, your brain decides to launch a full-scale board meeting about your life? Did I turn in that report correctly? What am I doing with my career? Why did I say that weird thing to my coworker 3 days ago? This happens because of open cognitive loops in your working memory. During the busy daytime, your brain suppresses unresolved thoughts and tasks. But in the silence of the dark bedroom, all sensory distractions disappear, giving those unresolved open loops free rein over your prefrontal cortex. Psychological research reviewed in sleep literature highlights that cognitive refocusing and structured writing are exceptionally powerful tools for reducing pre-sleep cognitive arousal. Here is the 5-minute protocol called constructive worry journaling. Do this at 8 p.m. or 8:30 p.m., at least 2 hours before bed, at a desk, never in bed. 1. Open a physical notebook. Draw a vertical line down the middle of the page. 2. On the left side, write down the top 3 to 5 things currently causing you mental stress or worry. 3. On the right side, directly opposite each worry, write down one concrete, actionable step you will take tomorrow. Morning to address it, e.g., email Sarah at 9:15 a.m. regarding Q3 slides. By externalizing these thoughts onto paper and assigning a concrete next step action, you signal to your executive brain that the task is officially managed for the night. You close the open loops, allowing your brain to enter sleep without holding onto mental residue. Multi-component interventions that combine intake habits with structured evening routines show outstanding cumulative effects in sleep promotion literature. Let's look at the 2 biggest chemical saboteurs of 25-year-old sleep: caffeine and alcohol. 1. The caffeine half-life. Caffeine has an average half-life of 5 to 7 hours and a quarter life of up to 12 hours. That means if you drink a 200 milligrams iced coffee at 3 p.m., you still have roughly 50 milligrams of active caffeine floating in your brain at 3 a.m. Caffeine works by chemically blocking your brain's adenosine receptors, preventing you from reaching deep restorative stage 3 slow wave sleep, even if you manage to fall asleep. 2. The alcohol illusion. Many young adults use a glass of wine or a nightcap cocktail to relax before bed. While alcohol is a sedative that knocks your prefrontal cortex unconscious faster, sedating your brain is not the same as natural sleep. As your liver metabolizes alcohol during the second half of the night, it triggers intense sympathetic rebounds, destroying your REM sleep cycles and causing micro-awakenings. To keep this dead simple, follow the famous 10-3-2-1-0 wind-down formula. 10 hours before bed. No more caffeine. Cut off caffeine by 12 p.m. or 1 p.m. max. 3 hours before bed. No more heavy meals or alcohol. Allows digestion to finish before core temp drops. 2 hours before bed. No more intense work or stressful career tasks. 1 hour before bed. No more screens or bright blue light devices. 0. The number of times you hit the snooze button in the morning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Anchor your wake time. Wake up within the same 30-minute window 7 days a week. Strategic photobiology. Get 10 minutes of outdoor morning sun. Dim lights after 8:30 p.m. Mind-body exercise. Practice gentle stretching/yoga in the evening to drop core body temperature. Stimulus control. Keep work out of bed and use the 20-minute reset rule. Acoustic and somatic relaxation. Use 60 BPM audio and progressive muscle relaxation. Constructive worry journaling. Write down stressors and next day steps at 8 p.m. to close cognitive loops. The 10-3-2-1-0 wind down. Cut caffeine 10 hours before bed, screens 1 hour before bed, and 0 snooze alarms. Here is my challenge to you. Don't try to change all 7 habits tonight. That's overwhelming. Pick 2 habits to test for the next 7 days. Start with the fixed anchor wake time and the 10-minute morning sunlight walk. Give your circadian biology 7 days to adjust, and watch how much easier it becomes to fall asleep naturally. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more evidence-based wellness content, and drop a comment below telling me which habit you're starting tonight. Sleep well, recover deep, and I'll see you in the next video.